right, get on the mat. All right, let's settle in. Focus on some seated practices today, seated loosening practices, some seated poses. So we'll be on the mat most of the time, if not all of the time. Close your eyes. And just as always, release any tension, relax your body, make any needed adjustments, shoulders, arms, legs, scanning your body. Trying to breathe into any tension. Next, inhale, trying to stretch the body, keep the back straight, spine neutral, extending it a little bit. Next, exhale, pushing the body down a little more firmly, feeling the weight of the body on the mat. More aware of the parts of the body making contact with the mat. And then just scanning the breath. Seeing if you want to change anything with the breath, make it more rhythmic, more relaxing. And then let's chant 3 ohms. So with your eyes closed, join your hands at your heart center. Inhale. And then open your eyes. Start with some loosening practices. Bring your hands in front of you, palms facing each other. Inhale, open your palms, lean back slightly. Exhale, bring your arms together and then try to bend forward a little bit. Do this for a few rounds. At your own pace, you can keep your eyes closed or open. Stretching your back, stretching your arms. Stretching your shoulders and chest when you inhale and open up. Trying to open wide, keeping the elbows straight as much as possible. Nice expansive breath. Let's do 2 more. And then one last time. And then come back into seated pose. Do some lateral stretches next, such as stretching, twisting your spine to the right and then to the left. Giving a nice twist to the spine. Stretching the shoulders and the arms a little bit. Keep going. One more on each side. And then release and relax. Do some shoulder rotations next. So hands on your shoulders, fingers on your shoulders, elbows close to each other, and then opening your shoulders, making a nice circle. One more here, and then let's switch, go the other way. Feeling the stretch. Two more. And then one last time, release and relax. All right, last loosening practice, some neck rotations. So chin close to your chest and then making a circle, whichever direction you prefer in for a few rounds and then changing direction. You can close your eyes if you want. Don't rush, don't sprain your neck, be careful. Just trying to stretch, release any tension. Neck, shoulders a little bit. Change direction, go the other way. Maybe one more. And then release and relax. If you had your eyes closed, continue to keep them closed. You might tend to feel lightheaded or dizzy. If you rush to open your eyes, take a few moments and then open your eyes. All right. Hopefully feeling a bit more warmed up. It is actually pretty warm today here, so I'm pretty warmed up. Let's go ahead and do a few poses. Starting position, stick pose, dandasana, feet together, legs in front, hands by your side. We'll start with a seated forward bend alternately on the right and the left side, Janu shirshasan. Let's start on the right side first. So fold your left knee, left leg, sole of the left foot close to inside of the right thigh. Take your right foot slightly outside towards the right edge of the mat. Try to keep your back straight here. Left leg is folded but firmly planted on the mat. And then take your hands above your head, stretching yourself up a little bit. And then as you exhale, bend forward, trying to touch the toes of your right foot or your right ankle, right knee, whatever feels comfortable. And then trying to bend, keeping your back straight. Don't crunch your back too much, stretch your back a little bit. And try to bring your forehead as close to your right knee as you can in the final pose. Again, adjust your hands, move them up or down, the ankle, knee, whatever feels good. Don't put any pressure on your palms, your hands. Really about getting a good stretch in the back, hamstrings. Try to keep your right knee straight. Sometimes it tends to slightly come off the mat. Try to push it down gently. And then breathe. Feel the stretch. Close your eyes if you want. Couple of breaths. And then as you exhale, straighten your back, unwind. Straighten your left leg. Quick break. Bring your feet together. And then let's repeat on the other side. So now fold your right leg, sole of the right foot against the inside of the left thigh, left leg towards the outer edge of the left edge of the mat. Straighten your back here. Inhale, take your hands above your head, stretch yourself up. Exhale, bend forward, doing the reverse. Hands close to the left toes of the left foot or left ankle, left knee. And then bending forward, trying to keep your back, stretching your back, not crunching your back. And then getting as close as you can to your left knee. And breathe. Feeling the stretch in the left hamstring. Don't hold your breath. Feel the stretch. Two more breaths. And then as you exhale, unwind. Release. Relax seated pose, toes pointing outwards, hands behind you on the mat. Lean back, rest your head between your shoulders. Catch your breath. Stay in your body. Maybe noticing some lingering activation from the stretches in the hamstrings, back. And then bring your feet together. Next pose, back bend, complementary pose. So we'll do camel pose today. So maybe fold your knees on either side and come up on your knees, whichever way. It's easy for you to come up on your knees. Knees about hip width apart. toes pointing to the back, or you can fold them, whatever feels good. And then hands on your hips. And then lean back as you exhale, pushing your pelvis forward, like the half wheel pose that we do in sun salutations. Feeling the stretch in your neck, your chest. And breathe. A little difficult to breathe with the lungs stretched. Nevertheless, don't hold your breath. If you're a bit more flexible than I am, you can try to bring your hands on your heels and go for a deeper back bend. Full pose. Two more breaths. And then as you exhale, let's unwind. Lower yourself back to the mat. Quick break. Feel the stretch. Notice your breath. And then let's move on. Next pose. Seated lateral twist. So we'll do Ardha matysendrasan. We'll start on the right side. So go ahead and fold your left leg again. And then take your right foot, right leg on the outside of the left knee. Pull your left heel close to your body. Make yourself as compact as you can. Back straight here. And then take your left hand pointing up. Left elbow on top of the right knee or slightly outside if you can, hooking there for support. And then use that to twist your spine to the right. Right hand behind you on the mat. In the final pose. And breathe. Feel the twist in the spine. Look behind you as much as you can. Twist your spine as much as you can. Don't overdo it. Don't hurt yourself. Breathe. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale, unwind. Straighten both your legs. Quick break. Noticing the stretch, scanning the body. See what's happening, the body and the breath. And then let's do it on the other side. I'll turn so I can still face the camera. Now fold the right leg, and then take the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Pull your right heel close to your body again. Make yourself compact, back straight as much as possible. Right hand goes up, right elbow on top of the left knee or slightly outside, using that as a hinge. Twisting to the left, left hand behind you on the mat. In the final pose, try to straighten your left leg, left knee. Keep it vertical. Tends to go down a little bit. Try to pull it in. Do what you can. And when you feel like you're in the final pose, breathe. Just check and make sure you're not sitting on your right heel here. So the right heel is close to your body, but not sitting on the right heel. Feel the stretch. Feel the twist in the spine. Bit of a stretch. Right tricep, right shoulder. Not putting too much pressure on the left palm, left hand behind you. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale, unwind. Straighten both the legs, hands behind you on the mat, relax seated pose. Lean back and maybe close your eyes this time. Slightly longer break. Resting your head between your shoulders. Scan the body, scan the breath. And then let's move on to some pranayam breathwork practices. Get some water if you need to. Start with a cooling Pranayam again. So if it's not warm where you are, you can skip. Still try it if you want. Otherwise, do any other breathing practice. So we'll do the Shitkari pranayam today. I'll get closer to the camera. So we'll do 2 rounds, shorter first round. So this time we're going to fold our tongue upwards and then rest the folded tongue between the teeth, creating a small gap on the sides of the folded tongue, and then breathe with the mouth open through that gap, creating a cooling sensation in the breathing passage. Then close the mouth and exhale through the nose. Close your eyes, try maybe 4 to 5 breaths, see how it feels. If you notice the cooling sensation, if it doesn't feel good, of course, you can skip it. Close your eyes, and when you're ready, let's do shorter first round. Fold your tongue upwards, resting between the top and the bottom rows of the teeth. Don't bite your tongue, be careful. Inhale through the mouth open, close your mouth, exhale through the nose. Keep going at your own pace. Don't rush, take your time, see what's happening. One more if you're still going. Stop the practice, but keep your eyes closed. Observe. See how you felt during the practice, how you feel after the practice. And then maybe one more round, slightly longer, 8 to 10 breaths if you're up to it. Otherwise, any other breathing practice that you prefer. When you're ready, close your eyes, maybe just visualize, think about what you're trying to do. And then at your own pace, let's begin. One or two more breaths if you're still going. And when you're done, continue to keep your eyes closed, observe. And then open your eyes. All right. Next practice, we'll do alternate nostril breathing, Nadi shodhana pranayam. Index finger, middle finger of the right hand curl, other 3 fingers open. I'll keep for the first few breaths, and then you can go at your own pace. So start by inhaling from both the nostrils. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Close the left nostril with the ring finger. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Close the right nostril with the thumb, gently tapping it. Don't press it too hard. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. And keep going at your own pace. Focus on the breath. One more on each side if you're still going. And then when you're done, exhale from both the nostrils. Release your right hand. Keep your eyes closed. And then one more round if you're up to it. Another 8 to 10 breaths, alternate nostril breathing. More awareness this time, noticing the difference breathing from the right and the left nostrils. Start by inhaling from both the nostrils when you're ready. And then go at your own pace. Finish up with a couple of breaths on each side if you're still going. Keep your eyes closed when you're done. Observe. Good practice to help improve concentration, calm the mind. And then let's move on. Continue to keep the eyes closed, making the adjustments to the body. We'll do the Pratyahara practice, become more aware of our sense objects, things around us, trying to quieten our sense objects, turn our awareness inside. So eyes closed, just bringing our awareness to the eyes, seeing how the eyelids feel, making sure the eyelids aren't pressed too hard, just gently closed. Our sense of hearing next, becoming more aware of the ears, noticing any sounds around us. Trying not to let those distract us. Next, our sense of smell, becoming more aware of the nose. Noticing any smells, hopefully nothing too strong, nothing too distracting, just becoming more aware. And the sense of taste, being more aware of your tongue. And then the sense of touch, again, noticing the body on the mat, on the ground, the weight of the body, legs, glutes, anything making contact with the ground. Being more aware of the palms, hands, resting on the knees or thighs or in your lap, whatever you prefer. Feeling the air on the skin, the exposed skin, the face, arms, feet. And like a turtle that withdraws in its shell when it senses any danger, try to turn our awareness inside. Try to calm the mind, focus the mind. Accepting what's around us, trying not to let that distract us. And then for a few minutes, counting the breath silently in the mind as a way to focus the mind. 1 on the inhale, 2 on the exhale until we get to 10, and then restart counting from 1. Trying to develop the ability to quickly notice when the mind wanders instead of letting it stray with thoughts, and then gently nudge it to focus back on the breath and counting the breaths. If you feel a bit more settled, your mind is not wandering as much, you could try to stop counting the breaths and instead of focusing on the breath, focus on an object, an image, anything that's calm, that's peaceful. The breathing is happening on its own. Or you can just focus at your third eye center between your eyebrows or your heart center, whatever you prefer. Or you can count the breaths. Sometimes having a more active practice makes it easier to focus the mind instead of getting distracted. Just trying different things, seeing what works. And then let's work towards closing the class. Scanning the body, the breath, the mind. Trying to notice any differences from the time we started class to now. And then let's end. Take your hands behind your back. Hold your right fist with your left hand. As you inhale, lean back slightly. As you exhale, bend forward in a sense of complete surrender to Mother Earth. Trying to bring your forehead as close to the ground as you can. Shoulders, arms relaxed. Being grateful for everything we have. And then as you inhale, come back to a seated pose. Hands in front of you. And then open your eyes, blinking with your palms. Namaste. Thanks for joining. Have a great rest of your day, evening.